where does your story begin? So every time I ask somebody where they're from, they pick like where they live at now. I'm talking about like where does it begin? Like where were you born? Like where did you start?
Oh, my story. I thought you were like maybe where I felt like my life began. Seattle, Washington.
Okay. Where'd you go from there?
Went to the military. Jacksonville, Florida, for boot camp, and then I got stationed in Jacksonville. My first duty station.
What which branch of military?
I started in the Navy. I was in the Navy for 15, and I went to Scotland with the Army for 12.
Now, if you can give a nice description, what was it like being in the military? What was the difference between, I guess, the Navy and the difference between the Army? I guess.
People ask me that all the time. The Navy's a lot more traditional, which I kind of like. The Navy's smarter actually than the Army. They do things a lot smarter, and I didn't realize until I went into the Army. I was kind of like, oh, the Navy's being smart, and I'm sure someone that's in the Air Force they try to think smarter than all of us. But I love full services. In the Navy, you get to travel the world. Like, I think my first month I went to like 13 countries on deployment. Like, there's no service that will do that with you. I love the camaraderie in the Army. It's tight. You know, the combat is not the same as being on ships, so it's just a different mentality. Are you practicing to be like a TV news anchor or something?
No, no. I just like talking to people. So, what are some things you miss about the Army? I mean, what's about something you miss about the military? What's some things you're like, I didn't really enjoy that.
I definitely miss the camaraderie in the military, and I love the people in this country that come from all over. It's like, you know, like I grew up in Seattle a certain way, and then you go in the military, and I wasn't around people from the South or like just all kinds. I mean, we have people from other countries in the military, so it's really fascinating. It also gives you a greater appreciation for, you know, even if I had a girlfriend that was from New York and she didn't have a car until we were 25, and I'm like, how do you not get a car? She's like, she's from Brooklyn. She's like, I was from Brooklyn. We don't drive cars, but you know, even our own country, we all live so differently, and I think it gives you a greater appreciation for the people in this country, like how that we're all different, and we grow up different and stuff. So,
What advice would you give to those looking forward to getting into the military, or what they should look forward to, or what or best way to survive or thrive in the military environment?
honestly, it's so easy. Just do what you're told. If you want to be successful, do a little bit above that. You're going to be successful. I think the military sounds a lot harder than it is. It's hard for people that can't conform and can't be disciplined and can't do what they're told. But I mean, and then anybody else that does more than that, you'll excel. But I think the things to look forward to is you'll have fun, and again, I think it gives you a broader perspective for the people in this country. Like, just, you know, we all grow up a certain way, and you get locked into that way of thinking, and then the horizons can really be broad. And you get so much mentorship from people, and you get travel and life experience. So, I mean, it did a lot for me. I'm surprised that's what I ever did.
Um, what line of work are you in now?
I consider myself retired Army because I'm not considering myself a bartender. So I was in full time school up until April for like the last 15 months, and I just started doing it to kill time because I was only in school 3 days a week, and the money is so good. Like, I sometimes will pull 1,000 on an 8-hour shift. That's why I'm like, I just keep the bartending 2 3 nights a week now. So, yeah, I'm just retired Army.
Okay, okay, okay. Um, Married, kids.
Divorced, and I have a 26-year-old, and he's in the Army in South Carolina, and I have two grandchildren, boys, 4 and 5.
Okay. You said divorced. What did he do, or what did you do? Somebody messed up, or maybe it was a clean break. What happened?
Well, I've been married more than once,
Oh,
but
okay.
the first one didn't work out because it was very hard for us both to be in the military. We just kind of, it was just hard. He was always traveling, I was traveling. The last one, actually thought that was going to be a forever same deal, but oh gosh, he was a lot. His coal supplier financially supported him.
He cheated. That's what I'm assuming.
He did that.
Oh.
Like, it was kind of a mess. It's not something I have a lot of hang-ups with. It's such a disaster that I really don't even talk about it. I kind of just ignore that couple years of my life. But you know, you live and learn.
You had the kid with the first husband?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my son was already well into. I think my son had graduated from high school and was already at basic training when I met him.
Okay. Now, I guess, what are you looking forward to? I guess, what are you looking forward to in 5 years of your life? What do you want to do, or what do you see yourself in 5
I'm
years?
still kind of, I'm getting a little acclimated to like a civilian lifestyle, I guess. It's been a little over a year since I retired. I was actually thinking kind of like my 5-year plan would probably be like buy a house. I just haven't decided if I want to stay in Fort Worth yet or not. Because I have family in Washington, but I don't like Washington State. I love Texas. Would I build? Would I stay here? I actually retired out of San Antonio, and I loved it down there. I'm not sure if it's gonna hang it out now. Like I said, I just got done with school, and I was just kind of trying to in this transition phase, So, yeah, but definitely buy a house. I'm dating someone right now, and we'll see how that goes. Me and him have kind of talked about a 5-year plan, but it's just very early to be getting too much into that. He still has a child in the house, and the other ones are grown, so we'll see. I see myself traveling a lot too. I love to travel.
Now,
buy a little Costa Rica beach house and spend 2 months a year out of it or something.
Now, I guess either one of your husbands, what was your first impression of them before?
My first impression of Aaron, we were on an aircraft carrier station together, and physical. My first.
Just anything, first impression.
There was something like his eyes were amazing, and he just and it's one of those kind of love at first sight things for both of us. I don't know, we couldn't stop staring at each other, and then physical isn't everything. And then once we got to know each other, we became best friends. But with him, it was physical. With the other one, he was in the Army, and I knew of him for 2 or 3 years, and never really thought anything of it. I guess I thought he was attractive, but I didn't ever think, I would date this guy. And it wasn't until he came in my office, he was in IT for our unit, and he was helping me with this computer issue. And he was super cool and easygoing, and so with him it was more his vibe and talking to him. With the other one, it was more physical initially, but became, obviously we gelled, I guess.
Now, if you had a favorite, let's say if you had to eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would that be?
Meal as in you can only pick one thing, like pizza? Or
no, a meal, the whole compliment.
The whole meal, okay. I hear people ask this question and I actually never thought about it. Well, it's supposed to be good to get a vegetable in there. I would pick a big ass meal there because I'm going to get everything in there. So I have options. So probably some mixed fruit and maybe some asparagus. Maybe a twice baked potato and a steak.
Yeah. Now, let's say you only had $20, but you had to cook for 10 people. What are you making?
Top ramen.
Okay. Now, let's say you were being deported from America, that you could never live here again, and you had to go live in another country for the rest of your life. What country are you moving to?
Probably Australia. It's very similar. I've been there a couple times. Everybody speaks English. But you have to be a citizen there for 15 years, or you have to live there for 15 years to become a citizen, pay taxes and stuff. So it'd be a while before I got citizen status, but I'd probably go to Australia.
Okay. Now, if we were able to figure out that there were other cultures, alien cultures out in the different galaxies, right? And we found ways to travel to them, would you be willing to go travel to a different planet?
Yeah, I think I would. I've traveled all over the world, and I think people are really fascinating. I like getting their perspectives. I'm sure aliens would have a lot more to say than humans.
In your opinion, what percentage of women in just total relationships, from your perspective, what you've seen in life, what percentage of women do you think cheat in relationships?
At least 40.
40? Okay. What percentage of men do you think cheat in relationships?
Maybe 70.
70? Okay. Now, even though you went to the army and the military, stuff like that, what was your dream as a little girl? What was your dream job or career growing up?
Military.
What was plan B?
I don't think I had one. I just knew I needed to get away from where I was at, and I knew I needed adventure and I needed structure. I didn't have a lot of that growing up, and I knew I'd be successful if I had discipline, structure, and like mentoring, and that's exactly what happened. And some people don't have a plan B. I have a buddy that always knew he'd be a Black Hawk pilot, and that's exactly what he is. He knew
You never be like, maybe in another life, I probably would have been this.
Okay, so now I've thought about it as I've gotten older, and I thought it would be like amazing to be like a burlesque dancer, a backup dancer, and travel the world doing like Cirque du Soleil shows or something. And I don't know why I've thought about that for the last 15 years, probably since I first saw one. But I always thought that'd be an amazing lifestyle, and I love dancing. So,
what was the happiest 3-year period of your life that if you could go back and relive again?
Probably when I met my first husband, around the age of 24, 25, we were about 27. Deployed a lot, and we got to travel the world, and was in love.
Now, what is the oldest male that you would date, and what's the youngest male that you would date, like in terms of years?
So I'm 47. I've not been outside the bar by guys like my son's age, and no go. The youngest is usually 38, 39, and that's a mature 38, 39.
I mean, like in years, like how in your years, how would you?
Yeah. Well, I'm saying 38 or 39, so probably no. That's like a stretch. I prefer like at least 40, 42.
I mean, like if he's like, let's say, if you say 10 up, 9 down, or something like that.
So I'm gonna say something about dating at my age. It's very hard because I have always preferred an older man, but at 47, it's slim pickings as it is at my age for energy level and physical fitness and stuff like that. So probably the oldest, I'd probably consider mid to late 50s if they were like they secure themselves. But maybe, I don't know, in my age is weird to date. Like, it's different if you're 30 and you can still date a 42-year-old guy, but it's different when you're 47 and you're looking at him in the 60s. It's like, probably not. But never say never, because there's people that do take care of themselves at that age and do have energy and do still want to travel and do things. I think people get set in their ways when they get older, and that's not fun to me.
Okay, this one more question for you. What has been the greatest piece of advice, maybe you've seen it on TV or somebody's told you or whatever that you stuck with you? What's the greatest piece of advice somebody's ever told you or something that you've seen, like that sticks with you, that you're like, oh, I like that saying, or?
Well, I think it was in the military, and it more applies to leadership, but I think in general, it's actually a quote by Teddy Roosevelt, and I didn't know that until a few years ago, but when I was a junior at leadership in the military, one of my leaders told me that sailors don't care how much you know unless they know how much you care. But really, Teddy Roosevelt said that, and he changed it from people to sailors. But from a leadership aspect, people don't care how smart you are or how much money you have. Like, truly, they care if you care about them and you're invested in them and you take time, you're present with them. And that was a good piece of advice. The other one is, this one's kind of silly, but I like this saying that says, if you hear the one about your mind is a garden, your thoughts are the seeds, you can grow flowers or you can grow weeds.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, I think it's so true, right? It's like everything you think about kind of comes to fruition in your life, whether it's good thoughts or bad thoughts, and it can do everything from set the tone to your attitude, to the way you behave, the way you think about things, your perspective.
So,
nothing amazing.
No, that's all I'd ask. Thank you for sharing. Thank you very much.